Hey, Miss Willis, can I grab you for a quick interview to talk about the YSL case coming to a wrap-up really quick?
It's not wrapped up.
It's about to be, though. Could we maybe talk about, you relied heavily on getting those murder convictions in the YSL case, but no one was convicted in this. What's your message to taxpayers who may say that this was a waste of taxpayer money and their time?
What I want to say to you as a reporter, and I want your other reporters to be responsible, is you keep going to defense attorneys who put their children in private schools, in communities that are not our communities, and really don't care about the African American community. What you need to understand is there were 19 convictions. 7 I decided to null pros, mostly because they were doing life sentences on murder. Just yesterday, Channel 2, an affiliate, covered a YSL murder of a 21-year-old mother in front of her 2-year-old child. And go look at the statistics, crime is down. So what taxpayers that I say, what my constituents say who just voted me by 68% is she's doing an amazing job.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
We are making sure that this community is safe, that crime is the lowest here of most places in the United States of America. I think we're like number 3, and it's because of the efforts I have done against gangs. Stop glorifying violence and stop making it that some victims don't matter, because victims of all races, of all socioeconomic status matter. So stop talking to attorneys that don't live in Fulton at all. They live in safe neighborhoods. Their children go to safe schools. My children in these communities, they matter too.
Respectfully, Ms. Willis, I asked you about the 2 murder convictions that never came through. What's your message to taxpayers and to the taxpayers that made
my message to taxpayers is it was an amazing time. We had 19 convictions. The community is safer. We made sure that we got the resolutions we want. If they're unhappy with sentencing, they should elect other judges.
And you also relied heavily on the RICO law that you had
and
too.
I'm going to continue to rely on it because it works, it's effective, and it tells jurors the full message.
But other people may say with the other people that it wasn't effective.
Other people weren't elective as a DA.
Okay, well, starting in 2022, Atlanta rapper Young Thug, along with 20 others, were indicted on gang and racketeering charges. 19 of those people, including Young Thug, were convicted on various charges. 9 of them took plea deals for lesser charges. We do have a closer look at all of our coverage on the YSL trial and key moments on our website, 11alive.com.
So, Fani, last time we seen you outside of that courtroom, by the way, when you were talking about those kids need to be safe, we had a picture. I live in Atlanta, pay taxes here in Fulton County, so I feel like I can post this. Sitting at a local restaurant 2 streets over from where I lived yesterday, 3 SUVs pull up and have blue lights on. Bodyguards get out with earpieces, dark suits. I was like, who was this? Because even the governor's detail doesn't run that flashy, and I've done a lot of protection details. All the guards secure the path, and she gets out and goes in to eat. The lane stayed blocked for the entire hour they are inside eating, with plenty of parking on the deck. If they had not done all this, nobody would ever notice who she was, much less taking pictures. Is it worth the money, staff, vehicles for a district attorney and her boyfriend lawyer to go eat tacos at a Mexican restaurant? I've escorted federal cabinet members, speakers of the House, and only used 2 vehicles. This is stupid waste of money. The famous Fani Willis and Nathan Wade. And here's the picture right here just to kind of go with it.
Damn sure am.
But hey, who don't like tacos? Let me show y'all something else. I got a video when they was in Vegas. Y'all want a little quick laugh?
I have had conversations with him since you filed the motion, but they wouldn't be substantive to this. He sent me very nice sermons that have been done. And so,
when did the romantic relationship between the two of you start?
Yeah, so you know, we get into, there's been this effort to say that, okay, these exact dates are at issue, and these exact dates are, I'm getting signaled here. No, then we
Yeah, take it. Do I go off mic for a second?
yes.
Okay. Go off mic for a second.
Keep rolling.
Keep rolling. Don't stop down there. Stay as speed.
Everything okay?
Yeah.
Or somebody who needs to respect law, who when they break the law, they need to go to jail. Last time we seen you outside walking and not going to lunch with top flight security, we seen you on police dash cam. Is that right?
They have no idea where it's coming from. We'll go by and check it a little bit, but it doesn't seem real pressing. So. City guy. Private bus. I haven't seen too many of them here. Oh, it might be mine. Look at that, it just works out. Perfect. Mom driving a Chevy truck? Oh, it's a Ford. Look, Mama looking like us. The windshield's a little dark. Oh. Oh.
hey, how are you?
Doing well, how are y'all?
Excellent.
Mom, Dad, what's the...
Just a friend, yeah.
Okay.
Connie, nice to meet you.
So, Corporal Clark.
Nice to meet you. What?
So, apparently,
Nice to meet you.
apparently her license is suspended.
News to me, okay.
For something. Doesn't tell us what for or why or where, or that's something she's going to have to call DMV and find out. Okay. Probably what happened is she had a speeding ticket, some kind of traffic infraction, never went to court, didn't take care of it. Okay. That's the best guess. So, she's gone over to Fayette County Jail, which is right in the Fayetteville Square. It's 145 Johnson Avenue. Yeah. Normally, I would say a couple hours is the process. It just depends on how busy they are and like that, okay? The driving on the suspended's basically a traffic citation. She's got to have her fingerprints done and picture taken, then she can make her bond. You can pay it cash, use a bondsman, be 10%, whatever. They've got a list of people over there, too, that you can choose from and use whatever.
Where was she stopped?
So the vehicle's registered to her.
Okay.
I don't know if it was on a flock hit or if the officer observed some kind of traffic infraction. It wasn't me. I didn't make a traffic stop. He's already gone and got her going. Okay. So whatever the case may be, when you run the tag, it obviously gives us the vehicle information and the registered owner, and it's already in the system that has the invalid license. Yeah. So upon that, we just verify that it is that person driving, or stop the car first at that point. We don't have to know it's them. It's general assumption that the registered owner is the driver of the vehicle.
Yeah.
You know, if you stop it and it's not, okay, have a nice day. But in this case, she was.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
So, just are the keys to the car here?
Yes.
Yeah, everything's here.
Yeah, everything's in there.
She has 3 numbers, I believe she gave. Let's say your number, a JC, and a third name I didn't hear. But she's allowed to get 3 phone calls when she gets in jail.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna just park the car.
Once they get the process done, she can make a couple phone calls and call you guys and say, okay, I'm ready. This is how much it is, whatever. I want to say off the top of my head, I think driving on a suspended license is about $1,200.
Yeah.
Somewhere right in that area. Every municipality's different, you know, give or take a little bit, but somewhere around there. So,
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Any other questions, comments, concerns?
Over the vehicle.
I'm taking the car.
I see you drive test. I got to make sure you got it. You got it. I got it. Well, whoever.
Obviously, you just don't put my address on anything.
Huh?
Don't put my address on anything. I know you're just
Yeah, your address is on here. I'm just, all I got to hit is you got a driver's license in New York. For obvious reasons.
Right. Hold on. My address listed.
Sample, thank you.
Sample, thank you.
Y'all can have my address. The rest of the world, no. Is it fine to take?
Yeah, no, you guys good. You're good. That's good. All right, guys. All right, take care.
So, I know what y'all wonder. Me too. Well, no, I know. Sorry. My apologies. Y'all want to know, Nash, where's this coming from, bro? Because she sounds really, really upset. Sounds really angry. What upset her? Well, the YSL 28-man indictment all boils down to one.
Tonight, the conversation continues over the YSL case as it is finally coming to an end after 3 years.
It comes with one of the final 27 people indicted, Demise McMullen, taking a plea deal this week.
After 3 years, 28 defendants, and countless days in court, Fulton County's YSL trial will wrap up with no murder convictions. The longest running trial in Georgia history is now down to one defendant after Demise McMullen pleaded guilty to a lesser charge of aggravated assault. The backstory. The YSL case centered on allegations that Young Slime Life, a group founded by Atlanta rap star Young Thug, was not merely a music collective, but a criminal enterprise responsible for a string of violent crimes. Prosecutors allege the organization operated out of the southeast Atlanta since 2012, committing acts of murder, drug trafficking, and weapon violations under the cover of a legitimate record label. The investigation came to a head in May 2022 when Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis' office unsealed a 65-page count indictment against Young Thug and 27 associates under Georgia's RICO statute. Young Jeffrey Williams, a.k.a. Mr. Young Thug, accused of co-founding and leading YSL. He initially faced 8 criminal charges and was able to go home in late October 2024 after pleading guilty to gang, drug, and gun charges. He remains on probation. Yak Gotti, Diamante Kendrick, charged with murder and other gang-related offenses. He was found not guilty on all the charges. Shannon Stillwell, also charged with murder and weapons violations. He was found not guilty of racketeering, murder, and gang-related charges in December. The jury found him guilty of just a charge of gun possession. 9 other defendants, including the rapper Gunna, accepted plea deals before the trial even began. Prosecutors dropped charges against one defendant after he was convicted of murder in an unrelated case. 12 defendants were split from the original trial, and the charges against 6 of them were dismissed in early December. Earlier this month, defendant Demekion Garlington got a murder charge dismissed after entering an Alford plea, which allows him to maintain his innocence while acknowledging that it is in his best interest to plead not guilty. More YSL RICO trial defendant files, class action. Yeah, we ain't gonna do all that, but Yeah, good for Yak. Yeah, him and Doug need to go ahead and get in a class action. All right, we go. Let's get back to the video.
And another, Christian Eppinger, is on the docket to face a jury on Monday. He's accused of shooting an Atlanta police officer 6 times.
If you can and you really want to piss off Fani Willis, let's get this video to 7K likes. Fani, how you doing? My name is Seti Nash. You know me. You know me really well. You actually spread some lies about me in that courtroom. So, how you doing? I'm gonna shock people with what's going on. You're upset that your team had to offer plea deals? Miss Willis, you do know, right, that prosecutors prosecute, the defense defends those who are prosecuted, and the judge referees. Now, this is what she's trying to do. She's trying to make it seem like, hey, we had a last minute shot and the referee didn't call the foul. That's not what happened. Fani Willis, your team messed up, skirted and skated the lines. Your team did all of this stuff. Whitaker literally could have thrown the whole case down the drain, which now, in retrospect, she might should have. Because they're about to crucify, destroy, burn that mother down to the ground. They are about to destroy young Christian Eppinger. He's going to be made to look like the hitman for YSL, that he was under strict orders to crash out and all this stuff. And they're going to make this about police safety, kids being safe. They're going to definitely over-sensationalize the robbery of that one lady with her car. So he's about to get that work. That lawyer that he has, whew, ay, Dios mío. Yeah, he about to get screwed over, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Some people are like, well, why won't he take a plea deal? Yeah, they're offering that boy like 300 to 400 years. And we've seen the video. That cop was actually in the wrong. So I'm curious if it'll work. Now, we had a conversation on Nick Starr's page. Will Long Crime actually cover it? Yeah, they'll cover it. I believe they will, because I've seen other videos they've been doing and stuff they've been getting the numbers wise, and it ain't really close to anything that they've been getting with YSL. So there's that. But don't this remind you of the kid who didn't get their way? Don't this remind you of the kid who's upset that nobody wants to be at my party anymore, but you kicked him out? The fact of the matter is this: you know your case sucked when the damn defense didn't even call a single witness in. Y'all had people sit up here and get charged for that M word and didn't bring in any defense. Your own experts cleared these people. Are we slow? No, because we watched all of this. This is what I want to do. Finally, I want to extend the courtesy to you. I want to have a sit down with you. I know you'll refuse because you're afraid of me, as far as us having a conversation, because I'll be civil. You'll be doing all the yelling. You'll be doing all the paper throwing. You'll be doing all of these things. And it'll be very interesting to see. But finally, I will say this. You know good and damn well what just happened. You're upset because you're micromanaging and now you bringing back Love. Yeah, they brought Love back, y'all. She's back now. She was gone, but now she's back after people were running and gunning and saying, she needs to go. She needs to go. We don't want her in here no more. She needs to go. Yeah, Love is still back now. She was actually not there, but now she's there. They brought her ass back. So we shall see. My lovely Adrian, how art thou? What should we take away from this? Simple. You had to get mad at your team. You can't get mad at the judge. You can't get mad at the defense. They didn't leak anything. Your team did that. You should absolutely know that your ass is the reason this didn't work. Paul Howard had the ability to bring this RICO, and he didn't. End of the day, it falls on Fani Willis why this didn't work. You can't get mad at the score of the game when your players didn't perform. The ball was the YSL members, and her ass just couldn't score. That's the problem with this. But hey, y'all let me know your thoughts on this one. Subscribe to that bell, stay notified. Sure to keep your people aware. If you can, please hit that like button, y'all. I know y'all like, oh, content creators, bro. Y'all always asking people to hit the like button because for whatever reason, that's what YouTube wants us to do. So if you can, let's do it.